Hey guys, so welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to I'm going to do something different, uh, not that much different. Today I'm going to reconfigure my Neovim. So, and that's also from scratch. So how will I do that? And before knowing that, I'm just running this as a pilot episode. So continuation of other videos will be dependent on audience response. And why? Because I am already running two series, that is, one is Python series and another is Linux command line. I just wanted to try out this, and other thing is that why I would run this as a pilot episode, because I simply don't like to always reconfigure things like Neovim, especially I'm the first Neovim user who doesn't like to reconfigure their Neovim stuff. So that's all. Well, anyways, let's get started. So first, what you have to do? First, you have to go to config, and then you have to make a directory named Vim. And I hope you have already installed your Neovim. And then what you have to do? Well, after that, you will go to Vim directory, and here you will start your setup. So for that, let's make a file named init.lua, and then let's make some directories to like mkdir lua, and then cd in that directory, and then make any directory of arbitrary name. Like here I will use my own name, so you can use anything that you like. So that's all. Okay, so here let me correct my name. The name init.lua. Okay, and now what I will do is I will go into that directory that I made, and then in Ankur directory, and then what I would do is I will make another file with the same name, init.lua. Well, don't worry if you don't understand, just keep making the files the way I make. And now I will go back, and here I am init.lua, and now I will do just a simple thing. Here we have our unconfigured Neovim because I have deleted my configs. Now if you will type for and then capital E and then X, then your file explorer will open, and then here you can simply choose any file to open and get your thing started. So now I will type require, and then in brackets I will type the name of the folder that I created under the Lua folder, that is my own name. Well, why I am doing that? Because if you will look into the folder that I have created, this is the name that I have created, so that's why I need to do like this. And now just you need to go to that file again, so just quit it and then press nvim again. I hope you have already saved that whatever line I given in that file. So here we have Ankur, that is my own folder. So what does it mean? That whatever code is written in Ankur folder and then in Ankur folder, then there will be a specific file named init.lua. You have to source that, and now we'll go to that folder. So let's go to that folder. Here we have. Now what I want to do, first thing I want to do is I want to split it into two windows so that I can do some multiple works. So just press colon and then split, and then now in one I will open the Explorer to see the things. So here I have Explorer opened. Okay, so fine. So now what I would do, I want some other files too, because I want my configs to be separated properly in some different kind of files. So just press QA or not QA, just make the files in here itself. So first I'll type percentage, and then it will ask to enter the file name after typing the percentage. So what I will do, I will write the file name. I want a file named map.lua, and then what I want here, I want to set some of the things. Before that, let me source that file into my init.lua, that is in my Ankur directory. So for that you have to type require and then whatever the folder you named it, and then the name of the file without the extensions. So it was map. You don't need to type .lua. That's it. Now what I want to do is in this file is that I want to have some key bindings. For example, I want to say one of the basic things of a text entry is to save and quit. Well, I want to assign some key bindings for it instead of writing always there like W or Q. So how will I do that? Well, for that, first I will set a map leader. So I will assign a map leader. So for that you have to type vim.g.map leader and then equals to, and here I will use my space as a map leader like my space bar. So I have simply did equal to double quotes space double quotes, and then I would assign some of the key bindings that I would like to use. So what are the key bindings that I want to use? So for that I would type something like vim.keymap and .set, and here I would define in which mode what kind of key binding I want to use and for what command. So first you have to define the mode. Press N in double quotes for normal mode. You can also press V for visual mode and I for insert mode stuff. So and then in after comma you can define like what will be the key binding according to which the actions will be performed. So what I want to do is I want to press space and W so that the file gets written whenever I am in normal mode. So for that I have to do this. I have to tell that whenever I will press leader, that is space, and then I will press W. So what should it do? So it should do simply type colon and then W and then CR. So what does CR means? Carriage return. So it simply means enter. So even in like normal way, what you do, you press colon and then W and then press enter. The same things will be happen here. Well, I also want to create another key binding. So instead of typing this whole thing again and again, I will just press Y 2 times and then press P to paste it. And now what I want to do is I want to simply change this W to Q. So I will press R and then Q. So it has got changed. And the same for another W. So I will press R and then Q, and then again I will put an exclamatory. So quit without saving. That's what I want. Okay. Now if you will source it with the SO, so let's see. Okay. So we didn't got any bug. That is not obvious. So but anyways, we have got no bug in this code. So now if I will press W, so here you can see whenever I press space with W, so it gets written, but I am not satisfied with all these key bindings. I want to do some more things. I usually use split windows, like split this or something like V-split, that is vertical split. So how can I achieve this with key bindings such that I don't need to always type the command? So for that I will simply copy the lines and then paste it again, and now I would this time I would change a little bit, like instead of using space I want to use controls. So how can I do that? So for that you have to type the less than symbol and then C for control and hyphen, and then whatever coordinate you want to use. I want to use control N, and then what I want to do with this, well, I want to split simply. So I will add split, and then for another key binding what I want to do, well, I want to do a vertical split, so V-split. And what else I want to do, well, I want to assign another key binding, that is control S to split vertically. And now if I will source it again, so if you will simply press control and S, so here you can see you have got a vertical split, and then whenever I will do control N, so you will get an horizontal split. Well, cool, right? So that's how you can configure your Vim. Okay, so I want just one more key binding to open the file manager that is inbuilt in the Neovim. So I would just make another key binding for it. Here I will use space and then PV, and then I will do something like EX. That was the command through which I used to open the things. So now here you can see if I would press PV and not in insert mode, so whenever I will press after sourcing, whenever I will press PV, so here you can see file is open. So but now I want to go to the last page there where I was, that is the last buffer where I was. So I would have to just quickly press Ctrl 6, and here I am back. Okay, so I am currently satisfied with my key bindings. Well, simply because that's all basic text from a basic text editor what I want. Well, we will modify it to any extent, but currently that's all. These are all the basic things that you will see in your text editor. So now what I want another, like if you see my text editor normally, so you would find that there are some numbers written, so here like this. So for that I have run a command set new, but what I want to do is I want to have it in my text editor by default. So how would I do that? So for that I would write to I'm extremely sorry for disturbance, but I can't do anything. So what I want to do is I want to get my numbers, like numbers in the left side by default. So for that let me create another file, because I would like to keep things separate. And now what I would do is I would simply type vim.opt.nu is equals to true. I simply type the command set new, and I got the numbers, and this line will do that thing by default whenever I start my new Vim. And I don't only want numbers, I want relative numbers. So relative numbers. I hope the name was the same. Let's see it. Relative number. Okay, relative number. Okay, there is a S extra. So And now what I would do is I would write the name of the file that was there in which it is made. So I will press Y two times, so it will copy the line, and then I will press P to paste. And now what I would do is I would just simply type some like set, that is the file name, so it will simply connect all the files. So what you can see is that I'm simply using some way to connect some of my files whatever in which I am writing my configs, and these are the two things that I want mainly, but it is still not complete. Like for a basic Neovim thing, it is still not complete. I need a package manager for it. So how can I do that? So for that I will simply go to files, and then what I would do is I will first create a directory named something like plugins, where I would store all my plugins. And now I would also create another file named something like I want to use lazy as my package manager, so I would simply want to write the name of the same thing. Well, it is not mandatory to do that, but I'm doing the names like this so that I can remember. So now let's go to lazy and vim. So here we have the plugin manager, and how can we use that? For that we have to go to documentation and then go to installation, and then here I want to use a structure setup, so I will just copy it and then paste it here. Okay, and now I've already defined these things, like what kind of map leader I want in map.lua file, so I don't need this, and I don't need another things like I don't want the pre-configured color schemes, and that's it. Well, not only that, now if you look back, so we have another file, so we have to source that too. So for that you have to press YY again, and then press P, and then just change the name to something like lazy, and then just save it. Now if you do SO, so we can see that our relative lines are here, but we had some problems too. So let's figure it out. If you do SO here, or if I would say I can simply restart my Neovim. So here it is saying some of the things that I should do. So I will press enter, I will press PV, and then I would change things in lazy. So there is nothing like plugins here. Like I have the directory, but I have to define it in a different way. So I will simply press D and then curly brackets to delete the whole line, and then I will do like Ankur dot and whatever the plugin name was, I forgot. Like this was the directory name, so I will write this plugins, and then I will simply save it. So let's restart and hope that everything will go well. So here it is saying that we have no folders like files and plugins for any configuration. So let's download something. What we want to, like I want some kind of color scheme. So how can I get that? So for that I have to simply find some color scheme that I want to use in my Neovim. I have heard about a lot about Tokyo color scheme, so let's try it out today. Not this, like this, Tokyo and Vim. Okay, so yeah, here. So now how we have to get it? For that you have to simply copy this, install this part, and then I would simply make another file named color.lua, and then I'll paste it here, and then I will go up and type one more word, return, and it should do something. If nothing, so at least something. So here you can see it has did nothing. If I will press lazy, and there are a lot of errors, so first let me clean this. And now it's saying tokenite.nvim is loaded, lazy.nvim is loaded, that is they are installed, but I can't see them. So what I have to do, I have to go and do pv and then enter, and then what I have to do is I have to configure it. So for that I would remove this OPTS option like line, and instead of this I usually use config is equals to function, and I used to write all my configuration here for this plugin. Well, you should actually by practice write it in that OPTS is equals to, and everything should be written here in this, but I don't like to use this. Well, why? Because sometimes I usually face error and I don't like to really spend a lot of time in tinkering it. Here config is equals to function simply solves this for me. I literally have to just copy and paste things. So now what we have to do, you have to type require and then the name of the plugin, that is Tokenite. Now let's save it, and which kind of color scheme we want. For that, here you can copy the thing and just paste it here like this. So now if you will restart it, so you will get something different. If I press lazy, so let's see it. Well, we can see there is a little bit change. Okay, so voila, our color scheme is applied, but I don't like a little bit of it. I want to use there are 4 kind of color schemes. I want to use something else, so I would like to use like moon, so I would use this color scheme. So for that you have to just type -moon and then let it go. So here you can see it is a different color scheme. But now what else I want is I want the background to be transparent, and how can I do that? So for that what you have to do is you have to type something like vim.api and then .nvim_set and then _highlight, that is HL, and then I would do something like 0 and then comma and then normal for normal window, and then what I would say is that bg equals to in bracket none. And even I would like to apply it for floating windows too. So I would simply type float here and it will apply for floating windows too. So let's see if it works. So before that you have to press go and exit, and now if I will see, so there is some problem. So just go and do pv and let's see what is the problem. It said in line number 7. So what is the problem here? There is I guess there is no problem in it. So let's try to combine it in a function and implement it. So let's type some kind of function in it, and now I would name the function as colorful, and let's see what happens. Now I will end that function and call that function here, colorful, and okay, so let's keep it in bracket 2 so that we don't get any problem, and this will be out of the bracket. Okay. And instead of defining that function, I didn't need it, so just keep it like this, and then I will paste it back here, and let's see if it works. So I will press Neovim again, and here it doesn't work. So I guess I need to put it in a function. So let's see if it works or not. And you have to move this line in above. So let's see if it works now. Okay, so we have got what we wanted. So now we have a transparent window, and even all the floating lines will be transparent. So that's how basically we can set up things. And now if you want to literally add any plugin, then you have to just simply add it here. Like here I have used color.lua to add some kind of plugin named some kind of color scheme. Now if you want to add some another kind of plugin, so you can use this, like I can simply add something like file tree. So I will go here, and here you can see this is how it looks. So how can I get this in my system? So for that you have to simply make another file and get it. Like there would be an, so let me show you how to install it. So you will simply copy it, like the name of this file, like nv3 and /nv3.lua. So I would make another file named tree.lua, and then obviously I haven't written anything, so it will show me error. So now if I would type error return, and then I would write the name of that thing. So I would type return, and I would write the name of that thing. So here you can see, like here I will copy simply this from like nvim3 /nvim3.lua. So I will just write it nvim/tree /nvim/tree.lua, and that should work. And then after installing, I want to configure it. So how would I configure it? So that's another thing we don't want to discuss it. So let's get it installed. So here we have got installed, and now if you want to see check whether it is installed, so you can just simply type this command in your command line. So here this is the command, and if I would type it here, Neovim tree open, before that you have to even set it up like a config equals to, not like this. I will simply type some at the moment this, and it should work. So here you can see I have a file explorer too, which I can tinker further according to my convenience, and I can use it. So basically that's how you can use your Neovim, and that was a very basic setups that I did. Well, you can simply go very far in configuring Neovim. If you see my own configs, so it is very different, and it looks very good. So that's the basic way to set up your Neovim plugin, like your Neovim, and get it started. And that's all for this video. Well, this video was actually a pilot video, so I don't know whether I will make any further I will make any series about tinkering Neovim, because I'm not a fan of doing that my own self. But if you want it, so you can write those things in your comment, like whether you like it or not, and do you want any further series of it, like properly tuning the Neovim and getting a lot of plugins in your hand and a lot of key bindings and stuff, so that it looks great. So that's all for this video, and if I get some 10 comments or 10 likes within a week, so I would think of making another video on Neovim, on configuring it further. So, and before leaving, I would like to make this file I would like to make this whatever it is called, these configs public. So how will I do that? So I will simply upload it in Github. So let's go to GitHub and upload it here. I want public name and public repository, and Neovim public, and then config, and then I will create a new repository. I simply want the link of this, and now I will type git init and git remote and origin, and then set this, and then I would add a branch in it, before that let me add the origin. Then I would set a branch, I want something else branch, and now I would add all the files in it, and I will name the commit as initial commit, and then I will simply do a git push. So now if I will refresh it, so here it is. I will give the link of this file for you, so that you can see whether you can do any kind of new changes in it. For the color scheme, and there was a flaw that it didn't work well. Sometimes sometimes it was not showing the transparent background, So you can simply check out some other color schemes, and you can tinker a lot, like the way whatever I said, you can tinker it a lot, and that's it. So that's all for this video, and I'll see you next time. Until then, bye bye.